I just started mine like 4 or 5 weeks ago, so. And they told me that the onboarding process usually takes like 6 weeks. Like, geez, guys, you can't get it down to less than a week.
That's pretty long for an onboarding process.
So the problem is that so I'm a software engineer. So I write code and stuff, develop programs and everything. The problem is with the company I'm working for now is that, or not the company, but the product or project I'm going to be working on is that we are taking a 20-year-old humongous piece of code, like 700,000 lines of code. It's 20 years old, outdated, in an old framework, old like local setup and everything that's been kind of hacked together, I'd say was the best way to put it, over the past 20 years for the features and stuff. So you're having to kind of like do all these configurations and download this antiquated software and all this other stuff to get onboarded and request all these accesses. And then if something fails, you might have to request additional access. It's just a whole bunch of shit.
Guys, you ready to
Hello.
Danny, I'm logged in.
But yeah, with all that, it takes forever to get onboarded. And my entire team has been hired within the last month and a half. So nobody really has the expertise except for a couple other people that are adjacent to our team. And their time is very valuable because they know everything pretty much. So it's not wasted on getting the new people up to speed. They have other stuff to do, unfortunately.
Is it a government type contract? Because it sounds like nobody
it's
knows
not.
anything.
I work for Wells Fargo, so huge bank.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, huge bank, and just a little behind the times on some of the stuff. But that's what the point of our team though is to
What is going on? Oh, you guys are part of a group or something?
Yeah. Oh, are you in? Hang on.
I'm trying to.
the point of our team is to break apart this legacy code base into newer
Thank you, sir.
like programming in newer languages and kind of get everything working easily and better coding styles and just make it easier to onboard new people and to create new stuff for it. So that's kind of what we're attempting to do. It'll take about a year or two, maybe 3.
6. Okay, are we picking up this? Oh, we're turning in quests?
I just turned that quest in. I didn't pick anything up. We're probably too low for here.
Yeah.
Well, 700,000 lines of code doesn't sound easy unless the previous coding or coders were very good in how they managed it.
No. Yeah, the term we like to use for it is spaghetti code. It's a lot of stuff that's intertangled that we have to unravel.
Oh, so we all got the flight path.
It's gonna be fun.
I don't know. Let me go check.
I'm gonna get this breadcrumb quest to go to Zormgar.
Okay, you want to share it then?
Yeah.
Looks like I got it. Didn't we go to Zormgar? How come we didn't? I think we already did the breadcrumb quest.
No, we haven't been to Zormgar yet.
Oh, we didn't farm a bunch of. That's wrong too.
That was in Wrath.
Let's wait for no-go.
both on it now.
So is that where we're going to Gar?
So, Geese dropped Chen's empty keg, huh?
So yeah, share that with him.
Can I?
Yeah, and I dropped one too. So if you look on the quest,
Alright.
Serena is the one I dropped.
I think I already shared that one back with you.
Yeah, you got it. Alright, I think
So we're
it's
running
time.
to Zorm's friend.
I think so.
I'm gonna follow you while I go to the bathroom really quickly. Don't die to these spiders.
Alright.
Die, 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 die. I mean, don't die, don't die.
Took forever to find a dungeon or a group that would run dead mines with me on my paladin.
Oh, really?
Well, I was joining as DPS.
Didn't feel like healing, huh?
Nope, although I did off heal a little bit because the other healer kept running out of mana.
Yeah, we ran ROC the other night.
On your duo?
Yeah, Wrath duo. Not the one that we started a new duos. So we still have the priest warrior duo that like we leveled and like we're doing the racing and all that. But then those characters were just sitting there so long we started a new duo.
Best thing about hardcore is starting characters. Is your dad doing okay?
Yeah, I talked to him today. Just bored to death.
I see he's still in the hospital.
Yeah, they're holding him there all week, and he feels fine.
So, there's a dry bar comedian. He's an Iranian guy. He's big. I can't remember Madiv, but he has a thing on how to get sleep in a hospital.
How's that?
Well, he has a CPAP. So what he does is he puts the CPAP on and covers his head with the sheet. So the nurses just sees the patient's been covered.
That is a good way to get sleep.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about today. You know, now you probably don't get bothered as much. But back before COVID, that you got bugged pretty often by nurses.
Oh, he's getting bugged non-stop.
I'm still traumatized for being chewed out for not keeping Goose bubbled.
Who chewed you out?
Squatty. He said that Geese is supposed to be the tank, and you're supposed to be the DPS, and I have to have improved bubble right now, and I have to keep Geese bubbled. Otherwise,
You ever heard of an
healer?
You ever heard of an armchair quarterback?
Like
An armchair quarterback?
Yeah, it's somebody who's sitting in their recliner telling the
Quarterback out of
what he's
play?
doing right or wrong.
I couldn't believe that he chewed me out because I'm not taking bubble. I'm taking improved support before bubble.
I think he's just passionate, but you're doing perfectly fine.
Yeah, good thing he's not in this trios with us, huh? That'd be a little bit worse, I guess.
That would be bad.
I think
It takes the fun out of
I
it.
think we're doing just fine.
Agreed. We've kind of gotten a rhythm.
Like, why would I keep these bubbles? He needs to be keeping bubble. He's doing something wrong because the DPS not supposed to be pulling off the tank. Well, in dungeon. But then
I
kept on
think
thinking,
Geese is. I think Swati's thinking of it more as
a raid.
no, Geese should be tanking
Yeah, but
because he
even
does more damage.
But even like they say, I'm just like totally confused because it's like cannot a shadow priest heal? So if a shadow priest can heal dungeons, why am I a flake? Because I didn't get improved bubble right away.
I wouldn't let that mean old Swati get to you, Tanny.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. You're doing a fine job.
Traumatized.
Who is this?
Attacked me.
Swati.
He was very passionate about the priest should bubble the shaman. And I'm like, I didn't say anything. I'm just like, whatever.
Even though the shaman's not the tank. But then when he found that out, the shaman has to be the tank because we're doing it wrong. But this is our trio. We don't want the shaman to be a tank.
I'll usually just say, yep, you're right. We're doing it wrong and move on. It's like, he's not involved in it.
So this wasn't even a dungeon group. He was critiquing your trio.
No, we're not in a dungeon. Also, I made a mistake of saying I was going to go improve fort next, and then I just got a tongue lashing for that. You don't want to go to improve fort. You need to go bubble. You need to keep geese bubbled. Why do I need to keep geese bubbled for? Besides that, keeping somebody bubble is very mana intensive. It's actually the only time they get bubble is if I need time to get my heal off.
Agreed.
Because Bubba, I tried when I did a duel once with Baked, I tried to keep him bubble because he liked to be bubble. He liked to be pampered. Then I keep him bubble, then when somebody needs a heal, I don't have any mana for a heal.
Some people are very passionate about their specs and
Can
things.
you get Bruce Weed yet or no? No.
I don't think yet. No, I can't.
But then it's like, what is his part? I could be Shadow Priest and still heal the trio. I don't know what it is. It's like, I'm not a raid healer. Don't be giving me crap. I'm not raid healing.
Well, Swati's just a sweaty shaman. He knows all the ins and outs of being a shaman. So he knows what Geese is capable of.
So, Tanny, when people do that, and I'm not, I like Swati, but when people do that and they get a little bit passionate about it, I purposely pick bad things. Like I say, I'm going to put talent points in like the worst possible thing.
Oh, we definitely need to mess with Swati. We definitely need to mess with Swati. Like every time Geese gets a point to use, definitely say you're putting it into something that's like not right to the level.
You're leveling a shaman, Geese.
Yeah, I'm putting
enhancement
enhanced.
Okay.
So I'm doing enhanced first, and then I'm going to swap over to restoration once I can get the pushback talents.
Gotcha.
Okay, just so you know, I object going this way, okay? Just so I'm just throwing that out there. Just reiterate.
Don't we do this every time, Tanny?
I do. Yep, I do. I just have to make sure you're aware I hate this way. I had a bit very
Oh, there's a major oil for you, Geese.
That'll help. I need to get to 100. I'm at 93. I need these and Briarthorn to do it.
It's kind of cool you've been able to see these herbs, Nogo.
Yeah.
Now I've got to figure out what talents are the worst.
I forgot I'm a skater.
That was so
If he's
cool.
if he's a true shaman, then in an enhancement tree, he should be going shield specialization.
That's the
So
worst shield specialization.
Actually, it's better than the other one.
No,
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 I'm
we want
putting
to know what the worst is so we can talk about that's the way he's going.
I'm
That's
putting
why.
points in improved reincarnation.
There you go. Perfect.
Oh, orange.
Perfect.
Look at that. Orange. See why I hate this way?
So his name Sawadi is actually Cherokee, and I've been dumpster diving in YouTube in a channel called the Y Files, and apparently there's this thing on the not white children, moon-eyed people. And at first you would think, oh, it's some aliens thing, but it's actually not an aliens thing. It's like either they were an albino group or a group of Welsh people that had a very substantial population and went to war with the Cherokee Nation long before Christopher Columbus ever came over.
They were white people?
Yeah, but there's some argument whether they were albino, because albinos actually are more common in not Indian, but Native American people than in other cultures.
Yeah, but I can't imagine a whole tribe of albino people.
Well, I mean, it's genetic, so if you get enough of them, procreating, then you can make a small group. I think the Welsh is more likely a scenario, but it said that it hurt their eyes to come out in the daylight, so that makes me lean more towards the albino theory.
Yeah, that's true. There's also that genetic disorder that causes you to not be able to tolerate sun. I can't remember exactly what it might be. Something with the UV rays that you start getting blistered or something. I don't know. Something, or you get skin cancer. I don't know. There's a family that their children all have it and can only come out at night.
Yeah, we call them video gamers.
Yeah, really.
So I went on a hike today, so I worked on my tan a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah, I would be albino if it weren't for brown hair and blue eyes.
Oh, Psycho, did you know that there's a Final Fantasy, what do they call them? Like a convention going on in South Carolina, Greenville?
Did not know that.
It's some big Final Fantasy thing, like I think it's June 15th through 16th. I'm thinking about going to it, I'm not sure yet.
I like Final Fantasy. We used to play Final Fantasy 14 quite a bit.
And I'm not familiar with that one.
It's the MMO. They've got like, I don't know, 6 or 7 expansions out so far, but it's the MMO version of Final Fantasy. I've played 1 through 6. I haven't done 7, 8, or 9. I know, sacrilegious, not playing 7, right?
Well, I didn't do 7 either, although I've got the remodel or remastered version.
Yeah,
I've just
I
not
do
done
too.
But the remaster is nothing.
I've
like
got the original. I've got the original version on my my Switch, my Nintendo Switch. I just haven't played it yet. I'll probably play it this year when we go to the beach.
Oh, I didn't know it was an option on the Switch.
Is it down? Yeah, you can download it. It was like $7, I think, when I bought it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I played that game. I got all the way to the end, and then I override my save with my cousin's save.
Ooh.
No.
Yeah, I lost the whole thing. I was so bitter. 7 was the first Final Fantasy I played and the last. But I did buy the remake.
So I played the original on Nintendo, and I played 1, 2, and 3 on Game Boy. Although I must say 1 on Game Boy was phenomenal.
Played 1, 2, 3, and 6 on my Nintendo for the DS, the one that the dual
Yep.
screen whatever that you can plug in the Game Boy Advance cartridges to it, and my roommate had all the first Final Fantasies on there on Game Boy Advance. So
Your roommate?
I
You mean like your brother back then?
back then, no, my roommate back in college, man.
Oh, was that in college?
Yeah, I was in college. Well, after they came out.
How old are you?
Me? I'll be 39 this year.
I thought those Final Fantasy games were like out when I was like in high school.
I think they came out in the 1990s. I'm pretty sure I remember playing Final Fantasy 1 when I was maybe 12.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah. The 90s sounds about right.
Yeah, because I'm 43. And I could have swore seeing my friend. Ooh, Tammy.
Oh, it's here. Look at that. See, wasn't that nice of you to come this way so I could get it?
Yeah, that was for you.
Kind of hungry. I needed this lunchbox.
I'm also 43, so we're all about the same age. Tanny's about 32.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Ooh, first point into deep wounds. Yes.
Did you ever play Final Fantasy X?
I did not.
That one was great, story-wise. And music-wise, the soundtrack for it's great.
Music was always good for the Final Fantasy games.
That's what really set them apart. Nobuo, what's that guy's name? Nobuo Uematsu?
I don't remember his name, the creator of Final Fantasy.
8 Road Dead.
Is there a way to move that stamp? I've seen like some of the hardcore deaths, and they move the stamp off to the side.
You can drag
You can
it.
hide it. You can hide it also. I hide mine.
I don't want to hide it. I want to see their death.
You can drag it. If you look at the hardcore icon at the top left of the death note log, you just click that and move it. If I'm understanding what you're saying.
I do not understand the words that are coming out of your mouth.
This poor 48 just looted the journeyman's backpack too.
Oh.
Oh man, he died. He should have asked me. I would have told him don't do it. Overlord Mock Maroc.
Don't forget to get the flight path.
That's that elite at the center of Dustwaller.
Yep. That guy will mess you up.
Oh guys, we have the quest. Do we have this quest? Did we? Oh, we didn't do it. Okay, never mind. Did we do it?
Let me rephrase that. He'll mess you up if you're not a warlock. If you're a warlock, you can just fear fight him.
I fear fighted him all right. I ran away screaming like a little girl.
Tanny, your quest log is full.
Okay, let me. Okay, I'm sorry, guys.
You know, we could drop 2 of the Wailing Caverns quests that we pick up in Ratchet because they're easy to pick back up.
Drinks and dock. Yeah, I'm gonna dump those.
Yep, dropping drinks and docks.
Okay, now am I supposed to pick up another quest that you guys have?
Yeah, Naga at the Zormstrand.
I have one more quest because we were supposed to go to UC for my priest quest that we never did.
Okie dokie.
So I might as well wait till 20 because I'll get another one and I really need that one.
So I don't know about you guys, but Naga seemed to offer the best grinding for XP experience.
Yeah, we're gonna get me and Nogo to 100 cooking. What is your cooking at Jace?
25, but it won't be hard once I start fishing.
Yeah, mine is 86 Nogo, so we gotta grind these for a little bit. But with how many we have to kill, that might actually be enough for me and you. What's your cooking at, Nogo?
I don't know, but can I get stand buff?
No,
Mine is, oh, mine's at 72 of 75.
I get improved bubble, please. Thank you.
yeah. Geese, can you knock off, cancel that stand that you have, please?
Just canceled it.
Thank you. It's gonna fall off anyways, and I couldn't bless you with stand, so I have to go with port.
I think of Robin Hood Men in Tights when you say bless you.
I will be surprised if she's seen that movie.
Probably not. Although that might be.
Does not seem like her style.
That one might be up her alley.
What movie?
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
I'm not. That's really old, huh?
Not terribly old.
Mid-90s?
I think I might know of it.
Before that, maybe early 90s.
Is that with
Have
Dave
you
Chappelle?
Yes,
No.
it's got Dave Chappelle.
Oh,
in
that's right. It
It's,
does have Dave Chappelle one, doesn't it? I forgot about that.
And it's the same guy
Carrie
that did
Hughes.
Blazing Saddles guy.
Yeah.
Go rats,
Shoot,
Danny.
what's his name? I can't remember his name now that you said that.
Okay, here comes improved port.
Don't you misspend that talent
Saddles.
point.
Yeah, Blazing Saddles and
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. What was his name? I
So
can't remember it now that you said that.
I can't either. But he was in Mike Rowe's book, and he.
Mel Brooks. Mel Brooks.
Thank you. He was in World War II, and he affixed a loudspeaker to a telephone pole on one of the war fronts to blast this song sung by a Jewish woman to the German line.
Nice.
Good for him.
And the worst part is, like, Blazing Saddles is a great movie, but a lot of people consider it racist for some reason.
I don't like slapstick.
Oh, you definitely wouldn't like Mel Brooks then.
Yeah,
No, he would not like Mel Brooks.
I have never enjoyed slapstick.
I knew there was something wrong with
When
you.
I was a little girl, they used to make me watch stupid things like Laura and Hardy and Three Stooges, and I absolutely hated it.
Oh, I love
Three
that
Stooges
stuff.
is amazing.
I hated every bit of it. I thought it was
I
cool.
just watched, during my massage, I listened to Walk Hard.
But when I was a little girl, I was an introvert, so I was picked on a lot, and I always felt like, that when they're singling one person out and picking on me, I was like, I hated Charlie Brown.
I didn't like Charlie Brown.
They
I
used to
never
make
enjoyed that.
Everybody thinks, oh, it's a kid movie, you'll enjoy it. No, I didn't. I hated it.
Well, what movies do you like, Tanny?
You know what? There's a really good movie on YouTube that's free called Time Changer. Look that up. I really, really like that.
I bet she liked The Departed. What do you think?
No, she definitely would not like
kind
The
of doubt
Departed.
that.
I like
You would not like The Departed, Tanny.
I like time machine movies. I like, surprisingly enough, I don't think I would watch it now, but surprisingly enough, I really like the I See Dead People because
Sixth Sense.
The Sixth Sense?
because of, I don't think I would watch it nowadays, but because of it was so unexpected.
Yeah, that was M. Night Shyamalan, right?
Yeah.
I really liked The Kid with Bruce Willis. That was like a time travel thing too, where his younger self got into his older self's timeline.
Have you ever seen The Final Countdown?
the name sounds familiar, so you'd have to tell me about what's it about, and I can tell you if I.
It's inspired by the Philadelphia experiment, which was supposedly a technology where ships could teleport or turn invisible. And an aircraft carrier and all its crew in the movie get transported back to World War II, but it's a modern aircraft carrier. And they're debating whether or not to get involved in the war because it might change the timeline.
Oh, no, I don't think I've seen that one, but it certainly sounds interesting. I love time travel.
You could also watch The Flash. Flashpoint, where it goes back in time, is pretty good.
I need to go on follow for a minute.
But I don't watch movies greater than PG-13, and with the romantic ones, I don't even watch PG-13.
So there's a new software, and at first it was ridiculed because people didn't want to mess up their artistic abilities. But there's a software called VidAngel, which can take a lot of that stuff out for certain movies.
Yeah, I don't like violence, and I don't like bad language, and I don't like sex.
Well,
All right, I'm
VidAngel
back.
would be right up your alley. Then you could watch some things that you want to watch without having to worry about that. I think it's $9.99 a month, and it works with like Netflix, Amazon Prime, and maybe a few others.
I don't have
I
any.
think she definitely needs to watch The Departed.
Who? The Departed?
Don't even listen to this guy, Tanny.
Don't do it.
I don't have the ability because I haven't had any cable or TV stuff since 2000.
I don't have the ability to listen to this guy either. I don't blame you.
Yeah, I don't blame you either.
Nice.
But my character,
The Departed is a crime movie about the mafia, so you can imagine the language is pretty hefty.
I love The Departed.
I think it's a great movie. Tanny, you would hate it.
Yeah,
the
Tanny,
language
you
is
would hate
terrible. The language is terrible. There's a ton of violence. It's a rough movie, but
it falls under the mob genre.
Yeah.
no, but I think I got on my.
Alright, 40 more to go.
So,
Have you seen any of the Christopher Nolan movies like Tenet?
That one doesn't sound familiar.
So, Tanny, if you like time travel, but you want something that's completely different, watch Tenet. And that one is kind of a mind blower.
you know a book I read? Oh man, I loved it so much. It was so fascinating. It was about a modern teenager. She's young, and she looks at the title of the book is called The Mirror. And she looks in the mirror. Her grandmother's on her deathbed dying. And she looks in the mirror, looking at her grandmother, and her grandmother sits up and screams no, and they transported to each other's life. So the teenager went back to the grandmother's time at her age, and the grandmother went back to the teenager's time at her age. So now the grandmother's a teenager in modern time who had never even seen a light switch, and the granddaughter's in her grandmother's time who light switches didn't exist. So fascinating. It remains my all-time favorite book. They did a very good job of the grandmother's turmoil. It turned out the grandmother's pregnant, but technically the grandmother is in the granddaughter's body. So the grandmother is a virgin and she's pregnant. So she's
Ooh, thank you.
how to explain it. And then when imagine the granddaughter's time when she meets her grandfather, knowing that it's her grandfather, and if she wants to exist, she has to marry her grandfather.
All right, now that's kind of messed up.
So it was really, whoever wrote it, I don't know who wrote it. It's an older book, and I recently, about 10 years ago, I reread it again at my library. Whoever wrote it did a really, really good job of projecting their feelings on what it's like to be in the wrong time, like in somebody else's body. So the grandmother's now a teenager, but she's in her teenage granddaughter's body, and the teenage granddaughter is in her mother's teenage body. Back in her grandmother's time with, cowboy and Indians, outdoor toilets.
So Alaska. Perfect date.
I was about to say I saw an outdoor toilet today.
Well, I visited my grandmother in the 70s, and she's still in the 80s, 70s, 80s, must have been 70s, and she still had an outdoor toilet. Had a water pump in the kitchen sink. Can you imagine the old-fashioned water pump? But it was in the kitchen sink.
You're right about Alaska, though. Some of the colder climates, they have to use a bucket.
Yep.
Yeah, my son-in-law's grandparents lived in Alaska. They just recently passed, and they had outhouse and no running water and stuff. They lived in a cabin in Alaska.
Yeah, it depends on where you are in Alaska, how close you are to the cities, as to whether you have electricity and running water.
So Nogo, I need 14 meat to level to 100,
Okay.
and I only have 10, 11. But
What
I
type of
also
meat?
still have 3
The
striders.
clam meat.
Striders are fun. Yeah, that's why we're gonna get mine and Nogo's cooking to 100 here. Okay, that I probably have enough without cooking. I probably have enough to get to 100.
One more head for me, and then it's No-Go's time.
Somebody's
Oh,
trying
nice.
to get me up to heal Wailing Caverns. I should tell him, no, I cannot heal Wailing Caverns. I do not have improved bubble.
Man,
Yeah, I just looked.
you took that one hard when Swati said that, didn't you?
I'm so traumatized. No, I was getting ready just to quit WoW entirely.
That mean old Swati.
You got to work on your what do you call it? Sarcasm, saying like, "I love unsolicited advice."
Swati didn't mean no harm.
He didn't. He was just very happy and passionate about discussing what he liked to talk about.
Yeah, one thing you learn about gamers after a while is that some of them don't really have a filter, and a lot of them don't have the best social skills.
Sounds
It's
like
not just gamers.
my daughter.
No, but gamers, it runs pretty rampant in the gaming population, though.
They're all a tad bit autistic, huh?
Pretty
I
much.
think so.
That's what I'm kind of getting at.
On the spectrum. I can see that. Honestly, I can see that.
Not all of them, of course, but a decent amount of them have some problem with social interaction. I wouldn't say they're really not all of them on the spectrum. It's just more along the lines of they're just introverts and homebodies, and that they tend to not have the interactions as much, so they don't hone their skills, I guess is the best way to put it.
They don't get as much vitamin D as the normal person.
Boy, a lot of high level are dying. 38 this time.
I need to learn how to move that thing.
You're gonna have to stream in Discord so you can show me what it is you need to move so I can.
The
hear you.
plaque that pops up when somebody dies.
Oh! I don't know that you can move that.
I think you
Smack
can.
in the middle of your screen.
I've seen somebody like have it. Oh, there's a flower here. Bruiseweed? No.
It's too high. Got to be 100.
There's nothing more sexy than watching a big burly Tauren running through the meadow picking flowers.
Wow.
Picking flowers.
I'm blushing over here.
I identify as a Tauren. My highest level warrior on hardcore right now is Tauren.
Well, the first time I went into a dungeon with a healer with a belt warrior, I thought this, and I'm probably a female too, because I got that thing they call men all the time. Although I can never remember what men are called, but they call me that, and I thought this little puny thing's not going to be able to heal a tank a dungeon. What does she think she is? She's not a Tauren. I thought it was the silliest thing to watch a belt like dance around, prance around like a dainty little girl trying to tank a dungeon.
Main tank in Wrath of the Lich King for our guild was female Blood Elf Death Knight.
Yeah, it was really, but when I first started the game, I was very naive. I thought all girls were girls and all boys were boys, and I couldn't understand. I was a Tauren. I couldn't understand how come so many people would whisper, "Are you really a girl?" Say, you don't know what a female Tauren looks like. You can't tell the difference between male and female. Of course, I'm a girl.
She keeps on. I made a blood elf, female blood elf paladin, and she's like, "You dance, you run like a girl. You run like." So I tell her, "I am a girl, Tanny."
Need to lower your voice.
I am a girl, Tanny.
Even eventually, when I finally got TBC, I got rid of my Tauren and made a belt because I couldn't tolerate. What I hated was the husky female voice coming out of my tune. It's like, oh, I just cannot be this. I just cannot be this. This cannot be me. This voice has got to go.
The undead female sounds like Marge Simpson.
Yeah, she sounds pretty brutal, doesn't she? I'm undead because Nogo made me go undead. Just throwing that out there, Nogo.
I think female Tauren is one of the only. Actually, I think it's the only race and gender combination that I haven't played in WoW.
A female Tauren?
Mm-hmm.
I love
I
how
just don't
Tanny
like
makes
the
me
body
feel like
type
I have
on them.
I don't
all
either.
this power.
I think I can't stand the animations. I don't like the animations for the female Tauren.
Yeah, I didn't. She looked too gangly and sounded like a dyke, and I did not like that representation.
The female orc is awesome.
Yeah, no, I like the female orc. That's what my Death Knight is right now.
I so wish the voice of the female orc.
Alright, do we need to keep killing for
Thrall's wife. What's her name? What's Thrall's wife's name?
His wife?
Yeah, he got married in Canada.
Garana.
No. That's the no. That that can't be it.
The orc, right?
Yeah, oh, maybe that is. I don't know. Maybe that is.
I think it's Garana.
I love her voice. She's got a sweet little accent.
I'm looking it up right now.
If the orc sounded like her, I would just love being orc. I just love her voice. Goel, she calls us Thrall. She calls it Thrall Goel. That was his name from before he came to this timeline.
Yeah, Agra, Aggra.
Yeah.
So,
her voice.
Garana was, I guess she was the one before?
She's the one that killed. She was half human, half orc, and she killed the leader of the Alliance. She betrayed him and killed him. I can't remember her whole story.
Varian Wren?
Yeah, that one. I think that one.
So she was one of Gul'dan's puppets?
Yeah.
Okay.
So how many more do you need for a cooking, Tanny?
Well, I might have enough as long as I get a skill up for everything. So I think I might have enough. How many do you have all you need?
I'm at 72 and I got 11, so that would get me to 83. But I don't think I want to stay here and kill them for any more than this.
Well, I got 2 catfish. If somebody learns catfish recipe, I
Oops.
think that I only need 14 skill ups, but I have, not counting the catfish, I have 18 clam, and 3 strider meat. So I'm sure I have more than I need.
Alright,
Almost
so
made a
I guess
very,
we're
very,
done
very
here.
bad. Almost made a very bad comment.
What's that?
No, not gonna say it.
Okay.
I mean, company that would not appreciate my comment, so I'm not gonna say it.
Alright, what are we on next, Geese?
I
I
gotta
think after we turn this in, isn't there a escort quest that's in the village there that takes us back out to that island we were
I
just
think we
on?
should wait on that one though.
Yeah, I think.
Like, I think you want to be closer to 26 for that.
Vorsha the Lasher. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's a good mana pot. I like that one. That's higher than the one I have.
You're welcome, Danny.
Oh, you know what? We do have the bundle report. Did you guys talk to this guy right here? You guys have
No, I forgot.
talk to this guy. We do have the bundle reports, and then the last one we have is on the road going to a sheriff.
Where's my reports at? Oh, there they are. Bundle of reports. It looks like a scroll of protection.
Oh, it's a level 23 quest. I think we still wait to do it.
Yeah, we still wait to do it. I usually, if I do it, I quit doing it. But if I did it, I would do it at the same time I'm going after the boxes inside the cave for the troll boxes. And the escort there in that cave. I do those all together.
Yeah.
I used to do this escort, but I quit.
So we flying somewhere?
Should we fly to Org and do training and stuff?
Okay, wait, can I make a suggestion now? This is just a suggestion. If we fly to Splinter Tree, we can go do the last report and get rid of that quest.
We don't have the flight path.
We don't have what? You should have went the way I go. Where are we flying?
Either Crossroads or Orgrimmar or Thunderbluff.
I think we need to all train, so I don't know where you want to. Depends on where we're going to go after.
I say we go to Org.
Org?
Yeah, Org's the shortest.
I'm on my way to Org. Fishy wants me to heal Wailing Caverns, and Egg wants me to heal Dead Mines.
Nice. Be right back. Who wants strider meat? I've got one piece in my bag.
You can give it to me. To cook it takes apples and water.
Well, I had to get a tire fixed on my car. I got an oil change. And I bought 2 cans to recharge my AC. But it must have a leak because it didn't get cold.
So, at the cheapest, if you get it fixed by a reasonable mechanic, it'll be $125 if there's a simple O-ring leak.
Oh, with the AC?
Yep, that's the cheapest you would get that repaired at. I'm pretty confident because I've got a great repairman near me, and I trust them with the cost. And that's what it was the last time, was $99, but that was before COVID and the inflation, so it's probably $125 now.
You just have to live in the wrong area. I don't need AC.
Yeah, you need AC here in Florida. Definitely need it.
You need it in North Carolina too. It's pretty muggy sometimes. You get to save $2,000 on your car cost, Tanny. If you're up north, you don't have to worry about that stuff.
Yep, it's life is really cheap here compared to you guys. But we pay higher price for other things, like our gasoline goes higher, our food gets higher because we're like not on the way or through anything. If you come to my town, it's because you came to my town. Like somebody says, "Oh, I heard of that. I think I drove through." No, you don't drive through my town. The only people who drive through my town are Canadians going to passing south, like going to Washington or wherever Canadians go. Or somebody traveling to Canada might pass through. But we are considered a tourist town. Like we have a antique car show. We have a fair. We have Lost in the 50s. And then arts and craft things going on. So we have a lake, so you can go water skiing during the summertime, and lots of rivers. And we have a ski resort for the winter. So we are considered a tourist town.
Are you on the East Coast or West Coast? Oh, you're Idaho. That's right.
Yeah, I'm Idaho. I don't have a coast. I'm what they call landlocked.
Man, I don't really have that much good stuff to train right now anyways.
I'm gonna be on the phone.
No, that whole time we were killing those Naga, I didn't even notice if my deep wounds procced. It had to have procced, but I never
If you
noticed
crit.
it. Yeah, I never noticed it.
On my warrior, I think I'm on level Fury this time. Haven't level Fury in a long time. I almost always do arms. I think I'm going to do two-handed Fury to start out with. Until I get to like 30s or something.
Alright, I'm gonna go mess with my cooking.
Don't forget to train first aid if you're up to 80.
Ooh, I am.
Also, if we want to, since we're in Org, we could hop on the Zep to Undercity and go ahead and run down to Sepulchre to get the flight path, and we've got 2 quests to turn in. Then we could hearth back.
find it
Okay.
interesting how many different ways people pronounce that place.
Sepulchre. That's how I always did.
That is how I pronounce it, the sepulcher. But I don't think there's a correct way and an incorrect way. I just think it's interesting how many different ways people pronounce it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I just always hear different ways, and it's kind of like Goneus. Some people can pronounce it Goneus or Gonius. It's just interesting to see how different people pronounce different things in the game.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
phonetics is very different depending on your background and culture.
Yep.
For instance, and Tanny, you may know this, but like everybody in the South is Bible Belt, and people say Jesus, but his name is actually Yeshua, and it's through letter changes and pronunciation changes that we get Jesus today.
Yeah, Tanny, I only got up to 85 cooking.
I'm gonna hit 100 in first aid.
Ooh, nice.
So when do we get slumber sand? Because I've got the sticky glue.
Oh, we can get Slumber Sand whenever you want. I just never do.
Understands from the Orgrimmar, or
No, the
not the Orgrimmar, but
undead
oh,
starting.
that's right. It was the sticky glue is from the trolls starting here from Sinjin. That's what it was. I couldn't remember which one was which.
Yep, there's my Call of Water quest.
Love that quest. Said no one ever.
Alright, I'm headed over to the first aid now. Do we want to pick up Ashenville Hunt yet, or no?
I picked it up, but we can drop it later.
I'd have to drop something to pick it up. I'm gonna drop the essence of Akamai.
Acid, what was your Acid? Sorry, Nogo. What was your thoughts on going to or not Undercity, but the undead area, getting Sepultura and Parthing back? Did you want to do that or stick to Stone Talon for now?
Yeah, let's do that. I'm just getting to the first aid guy.
I'm headed to the bank to drop off all my map. Nogo, do you have any anti-venom?
No.
I'll give you the 3 I've got just in case Miritania is incapacitated.
Honestly, I've never used one. I'll probably
Alright.
not even use it.
I'll just sell it then.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't have to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. At least I don't have to go in tomorrow. Just work from home.
Alright,
That
I'm
was
ready
one thing we
when
didn't
you
employ.
are.
You couldn't hear my conversation, right?
Nope.
What conversation?
What conversation?
Tell me I wasn't pushing to talk. so, Geese, what do you do with your linen? Are you using wool yet, or are you still doing linen?
I'm using wool. I've used up my linen.
Okay, so now that you're using wool, give me all your linen when you get linen. Oh, I can't use that. I wonder if Nogo can. Nogo, I have this meat for you here. Oh, you can't. Yeah, you do Strider too, don't you, Nogo?
Yep.
Here, Nogo. I'm at 100, so let's get Nogo 100. Yeah, I keep linen, do linen until we quit getting linen, which is usually really late. That way I can conserve wool.
Alright, I'm ready to head out when you guys are.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. We have all the same quests. I picked up the new priest quest, so if we can get to UC, that would be really awesome.
Yeah, there's 2 quests we all need to turn in there, and then if we can get your priest quest done, and I don't know if Nogo has a warrior quest, maybe he does. We get that done there and Hearth back.
Our hearth is at Crossroads, right?
Yep.
Yep. We also have a turn in Ratchet.
Yeah, for the eggs.
So are we going to UC now?
Yep.
Is that a
Yep.
dungeon quest that we have to turn in?
Nope.
I don't think so. Deep moss spider eggs.
Oh, that doesn't go in UC. You said we had 2 quests to turn in UC?
We do. Mura Rune Totem
Oh, okay.
and Until
That's
Death Do Us
Sepulcher.
Part.
Sepulcher. Okay, I need to run into UC though.
Yep, you get your quest.
It's
We
just
got
a
time to
go-to.
grab this herb, right?
Yeah, it's not
Oh, yeah.
technically not a quest. It's a go-to. Go talk to this
Oh, I
person.
see the Zap.
But I have an ability to get that only UC will give me. Because Nogo made me go undead.
Love how much power I have over you, Tanny.
Yep. That passive aggressive Nogo.
Wish I had this power over my brothers and sisters. Ah, that was the wrong set.
Thank you.
Tanny, how many bag spots do you have?
29.
Ah, you're beating me.
You know, speaking of bag space, we should do after I train. I have enough to get us each another 8-slot bag.
41. I'm gonna try to move that stamp now.
Oh, he King Bangladesh, Bangladesh.
Trying to kill that guy by himself.
King
And,
Big Cat.
Is that the panther or the tiger that has the 2
that is
ads?
the white tiger with 2 ads.
Yeah, and you know what? I tried to kill it on a lock in Wrath. And I
Yeah,
could
not
not.
easy.
You know what happens? What that cat does in Wrath? I don't know if that's the same here. It's not that she has 2 cubs, is that she screeches like those raptors, and every cat within screech range come running to help. It
Yep.
was like near death in Wrath. I don't. Is that the same mechanic here?
I don't know if that was the same mechanic in Classic. I do know that I always clear out all the panthers around it,
Yeah,
but she does spawn he or she, whatever, I guess he because it's king. It spawns 2 ads when he gets 50% also. He starts with 2 Shadow Maw Panthers and then spawns 2 additional ones in Classic.
Yeah. In Wrath, I almost died to it. I had to run for my life, screaming like a little girl because it screeched and called all those cats up. Like I'm
Yeah,
after it.
you kind of need a duo to do it. A trio, even better. Or just be really higher level than it.
I figured out how to move it.
Oh, how do you move it?
So you go to the computer, interface options, hardcore, and then it's the alert position and scale.
That sounds too complicated.
Alert position. Okay, see, alert position. Scale is pretty low. So, oh, offset. Where did you put it to offset?
Mine is negative 56 and Y offset is negative 25.
Does that just drive?
And then you can hit the show and then move it so you can put it exactly where you want it.
Oh, how convenient.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, thank you.
Yeah, that'll be nice not popping up in the middle of our screen, huh?
Yeah, because sometimes it's like, I think, you know what, that could be like a death sentence where it pops up.
Yeah.
The show was really handy.
Yeah.
I put the death log right under it.
I might actually turn my death notification down a little lower now that it's out of my way.
How do you put it down?
Uh,
Oh, that one.
yeah, that's the interface and the minimum alert level.
All right, Tanny, don't you go jumping off of cliffs now.
Don't even say it. Last time I said it, my partner jumped off the boat.
Look how close she is to the edge.
I know.
Dude,
And
you
she
just
jumps
like-
off of this thing
I jump off this
before it
twice.
docks.
I do jump. Yep, yep.
She talks about my anxiety, giving her anxiety.
I tell you, as long you have to jump in the triangle of the roads because there's a hump there, and if you can jump in the triangle of the roads, you don't die.
She's
Or
so
you can
careful,
just not
except this
jump
one
at
thing.
all.
It's like Russian roulette. She's like, be super careful,
Oh,
except here.
Or when we get to a super dangerous spot, that's when she's like, okay, I'm ready to go AFK. I'm like, Tanny.
I jumped off here once and died just on the road on a multi-lifer, not in a. See, look, there's a hump right here. See?
Oh my gosh, Tanny.
Somebody jumped off there and died. You know why they died? They were low level, so you get your low health, and because they were low level, the demon dogs here finished them off. It was so funny.
You influenced Nogo to jump as well.
I
Oh, Nogo
did.
done. Good for you, Nogo.
We're going to be level 59 and 3/4.
Ah,
And Tanny's going to say, there's a hump here, you can jump for it. We're all going to die.
Yep, probably.
well, I did die to stupid once, and that was when I didn't clear and things went bad, and I had to run out, and there was no place to run. So I did die to stupid once. That was I died as a 57 lock in SOM. That was really painful. That was my most traumatizing death.
Ooh,
more
Geese
so than
has
my
Ghost
DC.
Wolf.
Oh, cheater!
Yeah, you guys are slow.
What a cheater.
I need a dress. I really hate not being in a dress on my priest.
What are we doing here?
I have to turn in the priest quest. War quarters.
Geese probably needs to pick up the flight path.
I had already picked it up previously when we were here last time.
Oh,
Do you have a warrior quest here?
I don't think so.
What about Umbril?
You might for your 20.
Oh, I might have a warrior trainer quest. Yeah, I need to go talk to him.
In Brill or here?
Here.
So I do need to train my alchemy up here. I'll do that real quick.
Yeah, my warrior quest is just a breadcrumb to go to Camp T.
Mine was to get two abilities. One gave me 300 XP, and the one that I should have done like a long time ago gave me 20 XP. But it was just never convenient to come here. I guess the next stop is Sepulchre, huh?
Yeah.
I heard a YouTube talking about that word. He pronounced it with a CH, Sepulchre, and they were talking about voiceover. Imagine his shock to hear it was cur, not chur. He did it. He was kind of amusing when he was talking about it.
Are we running out of here?
Yep, as soon as Geese is back, Geese is training alchemy.
Yeah, I'm headed down to the apothecarium to finish up training alchemy, and then I should be good. This will give me a bunch of lesser healing potions. Do either of you need those?
Nope.
Nope. Although Nogo, if you ever get issue with threat, if you have a couple of stacks of those, you get healing aggro if you take one.
I have no problem with threat.
$29 lesser healing potions incoming.
Alright, I'm at the top, right at the gate.
AC Trio 585 seconds.
I stepped outside for a sec.
It's just weird that it would do that.
Do what? What happened?
It gave us a timer because I stepped outside of UC.
So Noga, on this offset, how do I move it up and down? Can it not be moved up and down, only left and right?
Hit the show and then mess with the other access.
No.
Should. That's how I did it.
You moved it up and down?
Yeah. Go to
Does that mean
interface, hardcore, and then you got the X offset and the Y offset.
Yeah, that moves it left and right. Oh, wait. Oh, duh. Never mind. Gotcha.
So I didn't train Bleed, Cleave, or Heroic Strike.
Why not clean?
Because I only attack one enemy at a time.
Wouldn't that help you keep aggro on a second mob?
I don't know. Thunder Stomp does that as well. Thunderclap.
Alright, heading up to find an elevator.
I'm coming back. I'm gonna go. I decided to come back out and buy 3 bags, but the vendor should be like right here.
At 22, I get Intimidating Shout, and I get rank 2 Thunder Armor and Battle Shout. Level 22 is a good level for Warrior.
Thunder Armor is so good for solo warrior.
Yeah.
I know you're not soloing, but it was underutilized by a lot of people.
Thunder.
24, I get Execute, Revenge, and Demoralizing Shout. Hey, there's Geese. Level 13 Tauren.
Hate to hear
Did
it.
Hate to hear it, Tanny.
There she is.
According to Leo, she would not take a priest into Wailing Caverns until level 20 because their best heal is flash heal, and that's learned at level 20.
And you got it now? Nice.
Yep. She said she would not take a priest in to heal it till level 20. That was her minimum cutoff for priests.
I don't blame her.
Mostly I use Renew. If you see a bubble coming, it's probably because I have a heal coming. So there's no reason to panic when you see a bubble. That's only to guarantee I have enough time for my heal to get off. But if I'm having issue, you will know in Discord. You will hear me scream. But if you see a bubble, do not panic. That means my reflex bubble heal, very next one. It's already being cast.
I'm ready to get to Act 2. I should not have played this game during the beta.
What game?
Diablo 4.
Why shouldn't you have played the beta? Why?
Because I'm playing, because you don't get to keep your progress on your character in the beta, so you have to do it over again. And
Ooh, I wonder if that was a duo.
I've already played through Act 1 in the beta, so it's just like repeating stuff and kind of
it's boring to
bored with it. It is more boring than it should be. Like, I'm still enjoying like the play style and everything, but it could be more interesting if it was brand new stuff for a new game. So.
Silver Pine is a good place to get Mage Royal and Briar Sign. All off the road too, right off the road. Is this a wife in the dungeon?
It must be, man. There's a ton of people dying right now, huh?
I think it's a wife in a dungeon.
I don't see them. What level is it?
30 somebody in guild chat said I bet you $10 somebody was writing in the middle in Nomergan, the middle thing. So apparently it's a wife in Nomergan.
Oh, that sucks.
And that is why I don't run dungeons on hardcore.
Oh, I love running
I'm gonna
dungeons.
if I'm gonna die, it's gonna be because of my own stupidity. Make sure I don't have anybody else to blame for it.
Tanny and I start doing dungeons, but we sort of fall off. Like, probably around Nomer.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna run Nomer with people.
Yeah, I'm not.
If you don't know how to run Nomer is a death trap.
And you
Oh,
know
it's not that bad.
It's not that bad as long as you know what you're doing.
What is the other one that can be bad? RFD with all those, especially like the.
Hey, Tanny, stay close to me, because I don't think I have my Son of Argyle in my units to scan.
You just need to make sure that everyone's on Discord.
Yeah.
I pretty much, on my last palette that died in Sholo, I pretty much did every dungeon there was except for WC.
So you did Blackrock Depths?
Yep.
Nice. Have not done that in hardcore yet.
BRD is my favorite dungeon in Classic.
Have you done it in hardcore?
I have not done it in hardcore, no.
I did Sunken Temple. I almost killed Grays for days.
Ooh. Sunken Temple is a rough one. It can be a rough one, depending on what part you're doing.
Arenicus is the most likely wipe event.
Which one?
Arenicus, yeah.
55 dragon.
The sleep. Ugh.
That's the very end, huh?
That's
Yeah.
what Kill Wild on his self-made.
So I healed that as a paladin, and I had 2 hunters with their pets and a tank, and neither pets or tank died.
Nice.
I think I did that for the whole run.
Oh man, I love having that stamp out of my way.
I kept it center. I just moved it higher so it doesn't occlude my view.
You hit the flight path.
Uh-oh. Where's either my scale is in the bank or I destroyed it.
That is an uh-oh.
Yeah. Keep the quest for now, and we can always fly back to see if you've got that. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly to UC, and I'm gonna find out if that scale's in the bank. It's the benefit of being a skinner, right?
Grabbing Journey to Hillsbrad.
Oh, are we going that way now?
Well, we can,
Let me
if you
go.
want to.
I'm running to UC first. Let me run to UC. You guys don't have to follow. I'll fly right back before the time cuts down real bad. Jump off, jump into the bank, jump back. Unless we're hearsing. Are we doing? We're not hearsing. We're going to the journey to use to over there, right?
Can.
It's up to you guys.
I think what the mobs are level 24 or are they 26?
I don't think we should get to Flight Planet level 20.
Okay, maybe we don't. Maybe we just fly back here when we come back.
Yeah, we don't have to take it right now. We can do it when it's time to run there. I know there's quests along the way.
Alright. So when Tanny gets back here, we'll hearse.
Oh no, well, as soon as I get into the bank, and I'll let you know if I have the scale, if I lost the scale and destroyed the scale. We can, I won't fly back there. We can just all hearse it together.
Hey, Tanny, what's your belt got on it? Is it 5 intellect?
My belt is 2 intellect, 1 spirit.
Alright, I just got you a 5 intellect belt for cheap.
Oh, okay.
What's your chest?
3 stamp.
We're back in a minute.
Do you want 6 spirit?
Sure.
Alright, I got those for you.
Thank you. Okay, my scale's in the bank. So I'm oh, I have some thunder lizard tails in here too. I didn't realize that. So I'm flying back to you guys.
Sounds good.
As soon as I cross into Silver Pine, the warning should go away. I got my mats out of the bank for Chin and stuff too. So now the goal is to get Cook into 125 number.
Oh, did Psycho leave?
Yep.
Ah, missed it.
We gotta tell him that he needs to say goodbye.
He did.
Did he say goodbye?
Yep.
I just missed it. I was preoccupied.
Okay, I'm in Silver Pine.
So what quests are we doing next when we get back?
Well, we need to turn in at Ratchet because there's a quest that we completed. There's also a quest we completed in Crossroads, right at the exchange between Crossroads and Stone Talon. But I'm going to need to go to bed pretty soon because I've got work in the morning. My thought is
stop whenever you want.
So once Tanny gets back to the Sepulchre, I'm going to give her these 2 items. We can hearth.
You guys picked up a quest here? I don't. You want to share it?
No, we didn't pick up anything.
Okay.
We just turned in what we had.
Oh, still pieces of life. Find to pick up. There's a belt here. Thank you.
Now we'll hearth to Crossroads and fly to Ratchet and turn that in.
Sounds good. Tanny, you ready to hearth?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm ready. her thing.
And you can fly the ratchet to turn that in, and then
Do we have something to turn in here?
Tanny's
Look
gonna
at
have
that
to look
snake.
for her boxes.
Look at that snake trying to beat me out. Look at him go beat me out of those crates.
I got it.
Did you? Oh,
so we've got 2 turn-ins in ratchet, I think.
Alright. Fly into Ratchet.
And we can log in the inn at Ratchet because I've got Cold Water, which is further southeast from there.
Tanny, we got this Dig Rat Stew quest to do.
oh, did you pick it up?
No, but we just flew by it. It was on the
Yeah.
mini map.
Okay, I have the Kodo liver. What else do we need besides Kodo? I wonder if I left something in my bank. For 10. What parts?
Maybe.
Didn't we get something else besides the Kodo liver? Or no. Do you have any parts, Nogo?
No, we still need the Lightning Glands and the Thunderhawk's saliva.
Okay. So it's just a and I think not everybody's gotten the Kodo liver.
Hey, here's a quest to turn in. Further instructions.
I picked Trouble at the Docks back up. And we need to turn in Deep Moss Spider Eggs.
Where's the spider eggs get turned in?
Right here. Yeah. He has a little animation, so it might delay him from offering it. Huh. Essence of Akumai, Black Fathom Depths. I guess I can drop that for now.
Yep. How much gold does everybody have?
Have a gold 30.
1 gold, 17 silver.
Okay. Do you know where the crate is at the waterfall, Geese?
You better tell her no.
No.
You'll never get to fish again if you say yeah.
You're so bad, Nogo.
Don't let her rope you into her schemes.
Well, it's just funny how careful she is on some things, but like this, she's like willing to sacrifice the whole thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've noticed.
Well, that's because the waterfall's so far away, and the value is so high.
You know what's also far away?
What's that?
The ground when you jump on that hill from Zeppelin.
Oh.
It is very far away, isn't it?
But
And she's like,
successfully, right?
You're a very short percentage away from annihilation.
Oh, I found the crate. Let's see. Hopefully it's not the gun, because the gun is the cheapest. It's only 11 silver. I feel cheated when I get the rifle.
What's your fishing at, Geese?
46.
Ooh, nice. I'm 36.
Okay, I got the most expensive, 1765. 17 silver, 65 copper. That's pretty good for a bunch of poor people, huh?
Nice, yeah.
Nice.
that extra 8-slot bag will come in handy for. Oh my man, when are we gonna do Wayland Caverns? Are we gonna 44? No.
So we can do it now if we have a tank that's higher than us. If Nogo's going to tank, we should probably wait till we're 22 because the last boss is 24.
Oh, the last boss is that high.
I generally
And
like to wait till 22 as well.
he hits like a truck. We can actually do dead mines at 20 just fine.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Van Cleef is only level 22.
That one's always more scary than Wayland Caverns.
Really? I thought Wayland Caverns was more scary because of the last boss.
Well, you know, as a hunter, it was never an issue for me. I think what they like to do is if they have a pet class, they like to send the pet in to do his thing first, and then the warrior follows.
Yeah, let the pet almost die.
That would be the best thing to do.
I have 2.99 gold, so I can get us another set of bags eventually. Oh, there's a bag vendor here.
I'm going to run up to the inn and
Candy, just get yourself a 10 slot.
A 10 slot? Why?
You might as well. You're the one looting everything.
No, I'm not. Now I'm gonna get us all.
I'm good on bags. I'm just gonna save for 10 slots now.
I'm good at the moment too.
Okay.
Yeah, save your gold. Well, I'm just gonna skip to 10 slots from now on.
I'm going to log up here in this inn and ratchet.
Me too. I logged out.
I'm gonna
I
throw
logged
one
out.
more fish. Oh, you guys are already gone.
You got plenty of time.
500 seconds.
All right, good night, you two.
Night,
Night,
Virginia.
geese.
I'm desperate to get this tuned to 80 and be gone.
I'll be on tomorrow. I've got another birthday thing at 6:30 server time, and then that'll probably last until 8:30, I'm guessing. So I'll be available after that.
My
Okay.
evening is pretty busy, so don't
Hey,
know if
That's
I'll be
fine.
around.
Hello. How are you, baby?
Shaggy
Hey, I'm doing alright. How y'all doing?
caught us as Geese and I were getting done for the night.
Perfect timing.